ॐ जननीं शारदां देवीं रामकृष्णं जगद्गुरुं पादपद्मे तयो श्रित्वा प्रणमामि मुहुर्मुहुः. Sunday, December 30th, 1883. At 3 o'clock in the afternoon, while M was walking up and down under a tree, a devotee came to him and said that the master had sent for him. M went to Sri Ramakrishna's room and found a number of devotees there. He saluted the master. Ram, Kedar and other devotees had arrived from Calcutta. Ram had brought with him the Vedantist monk whom the master had visited near his garden a few days earlier. On that occasion, Sri Ramakrishna had asked him to bring the sadhu to Dakshineswara. See, he has sent for him. The person is coming and telling him, Master is waiting for you, is calling you. Look at he is in his own mood, moving about alone in the garden, thinking of the divine. He wants to cross the nature and go beyond. Inner nature, kama, krodha, lobha, moha, mada, matsarya, lust, greed, anger, fear, all these inner enemies he wants to conquer. He wants to conquer the external nature which is binding him, enforcing, driving him from outside and reach the eternal life in the realm transcendental of everlasting peace, bliss and love. Master is calling him because Master wants this particular incident to be noted and presented to the world. Just like a person who is doing his spiritual practices for himself, there are people who are sacrificing their life for others. Those who have finished their duties especially, they have to, now from morning till night, a person look at him, what all he does, whether it is earning or spending or possessing or taking care of a thing, everything is for his own. Whatever he does is for himself. But what have you done for others? Whole life was given to you. How many hours, how many aspects of your existence did you sacrifice for others? When we look at many of our elder monks, every moment of their life, every breath of their bodily existence went for the welfare of the world and for attaining God. Attaining God was for themselves, welfare of the world. Every breath to spend in thought of the people's welfare. How can I do? What can I do? Going and praying now and then for the world peace. How the monks live. And a person sitting in a cave or at home is working with his japamala day and night. And a person who is working around in the world for the welfare of people, whom do you think is greater? Of course, compared to the normal human, sitting and calling on God day and night, every bead that he turned was for himself. Every step he walked in the world, every thought that crossed his mind of the other was for the welfare of the world. Now you see how this selfish and self-centered is taking a spiritual turn, and how the personal life is turning as a constant offering to the welfare of others. So in our lives, we have to combine the two. Wherever there is little time, sitting for food, pray for the welfare of this world, and then take your food. While doing your spiritual practices, first pray for the welfare of this world. I am going to do my spiritual practice. I am going to do japa, dhyana, patana, and all this now. May this world be at peace, in perfect harmony and bliss. A prayer offered, the whole thing gets converted into a unselfish activity for the welfare of the world. So in our life, we have to do everything with a understanding of myself being a part of this world, myself being a part of humanity. I have duties to perform. I am a part of this cosmic existence from which I am inseparable. So what all I do, what all I seek must reach not only me and my family, but at vast, all living beings, wherever they are, in whatever plane of existence, in whatever state, they must be able to receive it. And God must be able to receive it. So, the Sri Ramakrishna is now asking Yam to be present there. Yam immediately rushes there. Master is calling. Ram, Kedar and others have arrived. Ram had brought with him Vedantist monk whom the master had visited near the garden a few days earlier. We had discussed about why did he endear him, just because he is a pure soul thinking of God. When you see a child, innocent, pure child, how you feel. The same way a saint meeting another saint feels. On that occasion, Sri Ramakrishna had asked him to bring the sadhu to Dakshineswara. The monk was sitting on the small couch with the master. They were talking happily in Hindustani. Master, what do you feel about all this? Monk, it is like a dream. Master, Brahman alone is real and the world is illusory. Master is telling. Monk is telling, how do you look at, the master is asking him, how do you look at the world? Because he is a Vedantist. Then he is answering, it's all like a dream. Master is telling, Brahman alone is real, the world is illusory. Illusion and delusion. Where my error is there in seeing, it is delusion. When I am presented wrongly, it is illusion. Dream is an illusion. It is not my creation, nor my vision, my defect in seeing, but it is presented to me. While I am going in the desert, I see Marichika in the desert, as if water is there. And then you go near, water is not there. I am not seeing the water. What is their waterness and water's presence is shown to me. It is not my. If I see a thing which others are not able to see, then it's a delusion. The same place, another person was there with you, he too would have seen the same water in the desert. Now, it is common to all. It is not a delusion, but it is water is not there. We are all, dream is not there. Dream world is not there. We are seeing the dream entire world. It is not there. This is, if they presented to me in that way, it is illusion. If I see something and mistake it for something else, it is delusion. The world is illusory. It is presented as if it is real to me. Well, sir, Sri Ramakrishna is asking, what is Brahman? Monk. Brahman is sound, it is Om, Master. But there must be something indicated by that sound. Is not that so? Monk. That itself is the thing indicated as well as the indicator. At these words, Sri Ramakrishna went into Samadhi and sat motionless. The monk and the devotees looked wonderfully at him in his ecstatic condition. Kedar said to monk, "Look at him, sir, this is Samadhi." The beautiful things are happening. The monk has struggled many years. He is a sincere aspirant also. But throughout his life, as we are now, we have not seen anybody entering into Samadhi and getting lost in the external awareness totally. In sleep, people forget and separate from this world and live in the dream world or in deep sleep. But thinking of God, forgetting the world and body to the extent is unaware of their existence, we have not seen entering into Samadhi. So also he is seeing first time what is Samadhi. Now Sri Ramakrishna has invited him to give the next lesson, how he should go. Monk, Sri Ramakrishna says, when he says Brahman is sound, that sound, Om, that means indicating something. What is Brahman cannot be expressed. What is beyond time and space cannot be conceived by mind. Intellect cannot discern it also, understand also, cognize also. Intellect also cannot reach it, because it belongs to the realm other than what we are accustomed and what we have seen and what is perceivable by us. Only 5 senses and mind we have. An extra thing is intellect. None of this can display what they beyond time and space. Without time and space, what is the existence is unknown and unknowable till we transcend the mind and go beyond. So here Sri Ramakrishna is asking, now Om, Satchidananda, all these are indicators. They cannot, just like mind. Mind cannot be shown to anybody. It is an understanding. Goodness is an understanding. So it is abstract. It is not a concrete thing that senses can perceive. It is something beyond. So Brahman is beyond understanding of the mind and cannot be expressed to speech. So Sat, it exists, Chit, it is conscious, and Ananda, it is Ananda Swarupa. Because the question comes, does it exist or not? We are not able to see by any means. no senses can reach it, no mind can conceive it, intellect cannot understand. What is that? Does it exist or not? Because no instrument is able to depict it. So they say, yes, Sat, it is Sat, it exists. And it is like matter. Say, no, it is conscious entity. It is conscious within itself. Sat, Chit, Ananda. Is it like morose and sitting here, there like? Is it just sleepy like state or something? He says, no, it is Ananda. It is an ocean of bliss. So Satchidananda is not an epithet of Brahman, not a name of Brahman, not an idea expressing through of the Brahman. But Satchidananda is indicator of the transcendental. Like that, is it indicator? But there must be something indicated by that sound. Is not that so? Master is telling, monk, that itself is the thing indicated as well as indicator. Brahman himself is indicator and Brahman himself is indicated. At these words, Sri Ramakrishna went into samadhi and sat motionless. The monk and the devotees looked wonderfully at him in his ecstatic condition. Kedar said to the monk, "Look at him, sir. This is samadhi." The monk had read of samadhi but had never seen it before. Most of us, not only monk, we have never seen. The monk had never read of samadhi but never seen it before. After a few minutes, the master began to gradually come down to the normal plane of consciousness. They are in superconscious state, coming back to the conscious state. He said to the Divine Mother, "Mother, I want to be normal," because he is entering into samadhi. "Please don't make me unconscious. I should like to talk to the sadhu about Satchidananda. Mother, I want to be merry talking about the Satchidananda." Whom to approach, whom to see? Sri Ramakrishna is telling Divine Mother. Who is Divine Mother? He himself. His own power. When avatars come, his own power makes the whole program set up and put into action. One of his own powers. Now, that aspect of Sri Ramakrishna, Satchidananda, when God comes, his own power makes him restrict, put him inside the bodily existence, limit himself to the bodily existence and remain in that condition. His own will, his own power has made this so that people will never be finding different himself. God in human form, they should not be able to differentiate from the normal man. Otherwise, a perfected soul coming and showing the path, ever perfect, is not, oh, they are ever perfect, they are just making, but what about we? That question comes. So the lowest of the lowly, how his consciousness would be free, totally away from God, like that state of body-mind condition, they begin the sadhana. as most normal person in the world and show the path to perfection. So now he is talking to Divine Mother. Mother, don't make me unconscious, I want to be conscious. Whom is he telling? Now, ultimately he is telling to himself. He has objectified himself into the Divine Mother, as a Divine Mother, and speaking. Because he is all-pervading. He is not limited to his bodily existence. That one song is there, Apani korile apanar puja, apanar stuti gan. Apani korile apanar puja. You have done your own worship, your praises, stuti gan, singing about the names and glories of God. All this has happened by your will. He is doing his own praise. He is talking to himself. Divine Mother is his objectified self. He is talking to. He is the Lord of the universe. Whom else he has to tell? But he has kept the subject-object relationship so that people will be able to imitate it. He is same like an ordinary human. He has to behave for others, humans, to follow this. Otherwise, example remains ineffective. The monk was amazed. Mother, I want to be normal consciousness. Please don't make me unconscious. I should like to talk to the sadhu about Satchidananda. Mother, I want to be merry talking about Satchidananda. The monk was amazed to see the master's condition and to hear these words. Sri Ramakrishna said to him, please do away with your I am He. Let us now keep the I and thou and enjoy the fun. There are two aspects, Aham Brahmasmi and Dasoham. One is, Aham Brahmasmi is a state in which I identify, I become sugar. Dasoham, when I become Aham Brahmasmi to Dasoham, I enjoy the sugar, being a sugar and enjoying a sugar. Sri Ramakrishna wants that one to be realized, this one to be enacted. So he is telling, the monk was amazed to see the condition, and here Sri Ramakrishna said to him, please do away with your I and He. I am Aham Brahmasmi, I and He. Let us now keep the I and thou to enjoy the fun. A little later, the master was walking in the Panchavati with Ram, Kedar, Yam and other devotees. Master to Kedar with a smile. What did you think of the sadhu? Kedar, it's all dry knowledge. The pot has just been put on the fire, but as yet there is no rice in it. Master, that may be true, but he has renounced everything. He who has renounced the world has already made great progress. The sadhu belongs to the stage of the beginner. Nothing can be achieved without realization of God. When man is intoxicated with ecstatic love of God, he does not take delight in anything else. See how the things are coming. the thought is, see, each one, we also, each one, any person he sees already has formed a conception of that person in the mind. His acts, behaviors, talks, feelings, all make him bring an understanding of, oh, this person is like this. They put in a particular framework as if they are weighed and kept. Each person looks at the other. But the reality is, each one has huge background of many, many lives passing, and tendencies are driving him, and he's acting in a particular way, particular things inevitably driven by the old samskaras. His way of looking, his attitude, his thinking way, his feelings, his attraction and repulsion on the object, everything is what was his past experiences are reproducing now. So each has an opinion. How immediately if a person comes and simply sits, already almost all other people have already judged him and kept an understanding of him. He is so and so, he is such and such. Except the jnani who is able to see the divine within. All others see this aspect. So when Sri Ramakrishna is asking, what do you think of the sadhu? Kedar, it's all dry language, knowledge. How it is, we take the decisions, you see. The pot has just been put on the fire, but yet there is no rice in it. Master, may be true, but he has renounced everything. Sri Ramakrishna immediately comes to the greatness of that sadhu. We are judging him only. We are holding on some ideal somewhere in our understanding and judging, but we have not judged ourselves. We have not turned the torch to ourselves. We are sitting and judging everyone, whereas he might not have attained anything, but he has renounced the world for the sake of God. Om Shanti 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 Harihi Om Tat Sat Shri Ramakrishna Arpanamastu.